ya hina hina nine 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 nine, ya nine 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 nine, ya hina hina nine, ya hina hina nine 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 nine, ya hina nine nine nine, ya nine nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, nine, nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, nine. Ya hina hina nine 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 nine. Ya nine 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 nine. Ya hina hina nine. Ya hina hina nine 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 nine. Ya nine 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 nine. Ya hina hina nine. Ya nine nine nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, nine. Nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, nine, nine. Nine, nine, nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. You can sing it, nine, 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 nine. Yay, nine, 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 nine. Oh, yay, nine, nine, nine. Yay, nine, nine. Ya hina hina nine 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 nine. Ya da hin nine 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 nine. Ya hina hina nine. Ya nine 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 nine. Ya nine 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 nine. Ya nine 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 nine. Ya nine nine nine. Ya hina hina nine 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 nine. Die 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 die. Yai die die die. Yai die 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 die. Na die die die. Yai die 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 die. Yai die die die. Yai die 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 die. Nine 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 nine. Yay, nine, nine, yay, nine, 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 yay, nine, 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 yay, nine, nine, yay, nine, 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 nine. Shabbos, shalom. We welcome each and every one of you here on Shabbat, Kabbalat Shabbat with us. Thank you for joining here at Romemu. If it's your first time, if it's your 10th time, if it's your 300th time. We're going to turn our Sidurim to page 7. This prayer poem that we have every Friday. Each and every Friday night, we usher in our good friend, the Shekhinah, the goodness of peace, the connection. We trust that we continue to discover, to preserve, spreading the Sukkah of peace, especially on this Shabbat after Tu B'Av. And we hope that this little Sukkah that we create today can become a big Sukkah, a big canopy of peace over the world. This is our hope. So you can see the words to this on this, the line in bold, page 8 on the bottom. Gale, 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 na ufros habibi alai et Gale, 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 na ufros habibi alai et You know this higalena. You say higalena. If you look at the translation, it says reveal yourself. But that word in Hebrew, higale, is so much more than that. So much more than reveal. That word higale contains another word, galim, gal, wave. And I think this amazing music by Shir Yaakov really captures the wave here. Higale, 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 higale. Sing it together. Oy, gale, 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 the waves are coming in. Oh, the waves are coming in. Ufros habibi alai et sukkah, sukkah, shalom lecha. Gale, gale, gale. פרוס חביבי עליי את סוכה שלומך. We sing a new song every day, a new psalm for every day of the week. We're going to turn to page 11 and 12. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו בגויים כבודו, ומכל העמים נפלאותיו. ידו לאדוני ומהולל מאוד, עינו רהו על כל אלוהים, כל אלוהי העמים אלילים, ואדוני שמיים עשה הוד והדר לפניו, עוז ותפארת במקדשו, ויבואו לאדוני משפחות העמים, עברו לאדוני כבוד ובאו, לאדוני כבוד שמו, שאו מנחה ובואו לחצרותיו, השתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש, חילו מפניו כל הארץ, דימו בגויים אדוני מלך, עתיקון תבל בעל תימות, יתנין עמים במישרים, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, אוי 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 רב חייו ומלוא יעלות שדי וכל אשר בו, אז ירננו כל עצי יער לפני אדוני, טיבה לשפוט הארץ, לשפוט דבר בצדק ועמים באמונתו, די 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 Please remain standing if you were standing, and please rise if you're able. We're going to the 6th Psalm of the week. This is a Mizmola David. We're going to wish Refuah Shlema to our Rabbi David, Mizmola David, who has lost his voice a little bit, but he's feeling a lot better. So Mizmola David. Mizmola David, page 1920, Avul Adonai. כל אדוני יכול אל היעלות ויחסום יערות והחלום הוא לא מרכבות איי 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 אדוני למה הוא ישב אדוני מלך לעולם אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן אדוני יברך עמו בשלום איי 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 As we stand, I want to invite you all to feel your feet beneath you. Let's feel the strength of the ground where we're standing right now. Try to feel the quality of our standing when we have our feet a little bit bent as opposed to having them locked. As if the ground is really holding us, saying, I got you. And even if your eyes aren't closed, if you feel comfortable closing them for a minute. Try to be aware of our surroundings, what's beneath us, what's above us. Whenever you feel comfortable, you could take a seat. one small sentence at the bottom of page 22. It's a sentence that usually accompanies the Shema. But here it's it's the last sentence of a prayer poem. Sentence that imagines the world that can be full of goodness. With a lot of love, a lot of compassion. Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed Baruch 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 Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. One more time. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. So many years ago, I was in the IDF for almost 5 years, and I had a base commander who actually today he's a Reform rabbi in the States. He didn't know at the time that he was going to be a Reform rabbi, but he was an amazing guy, and his name's Shai Bloseski, and he was really important to him to take all of the instructors in officers course where I was an instructor to take us to Tzfat once every 3 months for a Shabbat in Tzfat. And I can tell you I remember it. It's been a while, but I remember it like it was yesterday. Amazing experiences in Tzfat. I don't know if anybody here has been to Tzfat on Shabbat. It's amazing. And I remember we went to the synagogue that's believed to be where Shlomo Alkabetz was the writer of Lecha Dodi, used to pray. And the Lecha Dodi had its own section. The Lecha Dodi lasted for about an hour. It's not going to last for an hour with us, but it was amazing. It didn't feel like an hour, I can tell you. So much dancing, so much joy. It was written in the 16th century in Tzfat, and it spread like something would spread today, like a viral, like something would spread online. You know what I mean? Today, online it was done. Something cool online. I mean, that's what it was. We can find it on page 2324. לך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת וקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת וקבלה. Do that again. לך דודי Shabbat וקבלה דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת וקבלה שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד איש הגיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת אוי לך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת וקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת וקבלה אוי לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי מקור הברכה לראש מקדם לסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תפילה אוי לך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת וקבלה אוי לך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת מקדש מלך מלוכה ומצאים מתוך ההפכה רב לך שבת
עמק המחר
והוא יחמוד
עליי חמלה
לך דודי דודי
לקראת קלה בני שבת וקבלה
לך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת וקבלה התנערי התנערי מעפר קומי לי עם בגדי תבצר בחמי על יד בן ישי בית הלחמי קרבה אל נפשי עלה הולך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת וקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת וקבלה אוי התעוררי התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי 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 שיר דברי כבוד כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה, אוי לך נקרא ונקבלה הדודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. ניי 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 דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. אוי עליך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקלמי, מה תשכחי ומה תהמי בה, יחסו אני עמי ונבנתה עיר על תילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. והיו למשיסה שוסייך ורחקו כל מבלייך, יסיס עלייך אלוהי תמסות חצן עם קלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. אוי לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפוצי ואת אדוני תריצי על ידי, בין פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. אוי ניי 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 Please rise and face the entrance. Oh, boi בשלום, עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה, ובצולה תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. Please remain standing for one more minute. So as we welcome the Shabbat bride, we turn to the entrance. Now we're turning toward the front, toward Jerusalem. We turn our thoughts to those who are in need of healing tonight. with all the joy that we have for this evening, for Shabbat entering, we also bring our friends in mind and loved ones who are in need at this moment. This next version is Claudia's El Narafan Allah. Let's do it again. Here we go. Ana Elna Lefanala Ana Elna. Healing of the heart, mind, body, and spirit. And let us say, Amen. Please be seated. Claudia Sachs. Shabbat Shalom. Let's see if this works here. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Hey. Do we have the wireless mic, Elliot? It's over there. Oh. Here, let me go get it. Hang on. So, you got it? Oh, it's one of these. Oh, there you go. Okay, thanks. So Shabbat Shalom, everybody here and in the Zoomagog. I just saw your faces in the Zoomagog. Hi, everybody. How many do we have on? How many do we have online right now? Does it say? They'll say it on the participants. 56. Oh, very nice. Hi, everybody. Yeah. So I'd like to ask. This is a tradition that we have here at Romemu. I can already say that we have here at Romemu. That's kind of nice. Been here for a month. Come on. So it feels, but but this is what I remember. This tradition that we're going to do now is what I remember when I visited here for the first time in I think it was 2018. Yeah, it was 2018, and that is hi to everybody new who's here today. Is anybody here for the first time? Everybody, oh, great, it's great. Well, welcome. Well, anybody here for the second time? Awesome. All right, great. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's the real test, right? The second time. That's good. That's good. Uh-huh. That's great. And so if you feel comfortable, we have this mic here, and I'd just love for you to introduce yourselves. Tell us your name, where you're from. Oh, that'd be great. Thank you. Who wants to go first? That's a tradition, by the way. It's just for people saying where they're from. Yeah.
Should we say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Hallie Friedman. I'm from Washington, D.C., but it's going to be a year, like in August, since I moved here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Welcome. Welcome for a year and 6 months. That's great. And it's your first time here?
Yes, it's my first time
Okay.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi, I'm also Hallie Friedman. Funny.
Yeah, you got two of us.
Yeah, two for one. I'm
You're both
originally.
Holly Freeman?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how we met.
Yeah,
so.
she found me online.
Oh, that's
I've been
great.
friends
Creepy.
ever since. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Easy to
Well,
remember.
when
so
I
you only
find
have
when
to-
I find the other Shimon Smith online, it's not going to be nice. I'll tell you that much. There's another one there somewhere. That's great, though. Yeah.
Yeah. So you only have to remember one name. That's very good for all of you. Thank you.
And where are you from?
I'm originally from Pensacola, Florida, but I've been in New York City for about
The Gators.
a little over
That's
2
the
years.
Gators, right?
Sure enough.
Right.
Go Gators.
Mhm.
All right, that's it for me.
Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, my name is François Bonneau. It's my first time here, and
Welcome. Where are you from?
I'm from Washington Heights, but originally I'm a Canadian from Montreal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it's just the one train. The one train gets right here.
Yeah,
Right.
one train, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
that's it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Welcome. Over here.
What's old is new again.
Yeah.
This is my first time in this space. I actually knew Rabbi David when he used to just live on 92nd Street and come over. I seen him at the grocery store at the corner, and he was just talking about doing all this. So, anyway, I was at the other place. I became in a situation where I needed accessibility, and then I just found out this place doesn't need it. But I had help going up the stairs. But I love this place. I was for 20 years, more than 30 years of my life, I was a disciple of Rabbi Zalman Schachter, Shalomi, and he really, really loved me and believed in me and was there for me. And I would love to do that for this community, to love you, be there for you. And I imported from Israel this wonderful keyboard player and cantor,
We're meeting
Yanni.
next week.
We're married. I imported him. I was had to go there 7 times. I didn't. My mother was 89. Finally went to a Jewish wedding. It was a big deal for her.
Wow.
Okay, thank you so much for everyone, and welcome. I'm Devorah, and happy to be here. Hope to sing with you some more.
Hi, Devorah. Thank you. I'm looking forward. We are actually meeting next week, but I'm going to come downstairs for that. Yeah. We'll get to you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sam Ballo. I'm here with my apparently very shy girlfriend, Julia Schweitzer. I'm currently on the Upper West Side, just actually back to New York. This is my second time at Romemu, also in 2018-19, I think was my first time. Upper West Side, West Village. Happy to be here.
Welcome to old memories, to new memories. It's great. It's great.
I'm Danny Steinmetz. I'm the brother of David Steinmetz, who's been a regular here. And I've been in town and I wanted to check out Romemu. So here I am, checking it out.
All right. From where?
Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Ah, Michigan.
What? Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right.
Hi, my name is Ricardo Anthony. I was invited to come this evening by my good friend Renata Lowenbrow. I am from this neighborhood 30 years, Manhattan Valley, Central Park West and 106th Street. So I feel really comfortable, and I feel like this will not be my first time in this location.
Yes. Yes. Mhm.
I'm Lori, and I'm here from San Francisco. It's my first time here. Only one plane ride away, not the one train, the one plane.
For sure. Yeah. It's just one, right? It's just one thing that you need to get here.
Thank you. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Welcome. Mhm.
Thanks. Hi, I'm LJ White, pronouns he, him. I just moved to Washington Heights from Florida, but I'm originally from Massachusetts and I've lived in a lot of places.
All right. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Gabe Felson. I'm visiting from Miami, and I'm showing my boyfriend some of the stuff I love in New York. So he's seeing this.
I love it. That's a great week for that too. It's the Tu B'Av week. That's
Hi, my name is Noga. I'm visiting from Israel.
Bruch haba.
And thank you for having me here. I'm here thanks to my friend Gina, who used to be my roommate 45 years ago in Haifa University.
Oh, nice. Uh-huh.
Hi, my name is Melita. I'm originally from Australia, but I live in New York at the moment. I'm friends with Julia.
Welcome from Australia.
Hi, my name is Rachel. I was here once in like 2017, but I just moved to New York 3 days ago for 2 months and I'm from Boston originally, but I'm living in Israel now. So I'm in New York for 2 months. Beersheba.
Oh.
Really?
You go to
Okay,
school?
good talk.
To school?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Go to school there.
Very nice. All right. Welcome for 2 months.
Somebody else?
Anybody else?
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm also from the West Side, but now I live in Israel also. Yeah, my sister brought me here.
Oh, great. Welcome. Bruch haba. All right. Welcome, everybody. Has anybody seen, I have to tell you, we also moved here almost a month ago. We were in Jersey for a year, and before that we were in Israel since I was a kid. And I have to tell you that when was it? A few days ago, it was 3 days ago, when we had Tu B'Av. That's when I knew this is a great neighborhood. I actually knew it before because I love Riverside Park, but in Tu B'Av, I don't know if you've seen, the whole Riverside Park was full of just people in white. Everybody was dressed in white. And it was beautiful. And I saw Tu B'Av this way and Tu B'Av that way. And I was walking with my dog Lucy, and she was like, "Why is everybody in white?" And it was so nice. And that's when I was like, "Oh, this is the Upper West Side, and this is great." For that, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. And so while we're here and talking, I just have a few announcements, not too much, but we're preparing for the high holidays, believe it or not. They're coming up, and it feels like they're never going to arrive, but they're going to be here, and we're working hard on it. And so Elul is going to be in a couple of weeks, the month of Elul. And the Hebrew month preceding Rosh Hashanah starts on August 18th. You can learn with Rabbis Ingber and Kohler Esses to prepare for the holidays. On Tuesday nights, you can join Rabbi Kohler Esses for Beit Midrash, and on Wednesday nights, you can join Rabbi Ingber for Hasidic Masters. Details and registration information in the newsletter on the website. Registration is now open for high holidays, for the regular services, for the family and tot services. Everyone is welcome. Registration is required in advance, and Rosh Hashanah starts September 15th. That's coming up. Okay, now here's another big Shabbat that's coming up in Romemu before the high holidays. On September 8th and 9th, we have a new member Shabbat. It's going to be a full Shabbat that's going to be full of amazing things, really. So we're going to have a great time for longtime members and new members to connect. Shabbat will include a Shabbat dinner, That's free to everyone who became a member in the past year. We're going to have a virtual oneg in the Zoomagog. We're going to have a potluck lunch. That's on Friday. So that's on Friday. On Saturday too, that's the lunch. But on Saturday, September 9th, we're also having a family Shabbat and Seekers open house because we're moving our Seekers, our youth program, to Shabbat. And we're going to have our first one. It's going to be an open house on September 9th, where everybody, all families with children in kindergarten through bar mitzvah are invited. You will enjoy Shabbat together as a family, connect with other families at Romemu. And if you're not sure yet whether you or your kid wants to be part of the Seekers Holistic Hebrew School, you can check it out. So you can check that out on September 9th. So September 8th and 9th, mark that in your calendars. We just had a great shababy that we started at 5. And my daughter was here asking questions and dancing. She'll be 2 at the end of this month. And I was reading a story, and she kept asking a lot of questions, like we do at home. And you know, I was like, right, keep asking. But it was fun, and so that's going to be every Friday from now on. Every Friday at 5 p.m. Ages 0 to 4. And let's see, the new calendar is on the Romemu website. And about things that are going on later, I will tell you later. So, all right. So after all those messages, let's get back into Shabbat. We're going to turn to page 31 for the Baruch Hu. Please rise. Nai, 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 nai. Yai, nai, 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 nai. Nai, 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 nai. Nai, 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 nai. Nino, nai, 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 nai. Nai, nai, nai. Nai, 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 nai. Nino, nai, 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 nai. No, nai, 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 nai. Et Adonai Hamvorach, Baruch Adonai Hamvorach, Leolam Vared. Yini nay 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 nay. Yini nay nay nay. Nai, nai, nai. No, nai, 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 nai. Nai, 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 nai. You may be seated. Page 34, ברוכת שכינה אלוהינו רוח העולם אשר בדברה מעריב הארי פותחת שערים. אלה חיה וקיימת תמיד תמלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוכה שכינה המרהיבה ערבים נידון עיני נאי 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 יאי נאי נאי נידון עיני נאי נאי יאי נאי נאי אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך אהבת תורה ומצוות חוקים ומשפטים אותנו לימדת ואהבתך
Page 36.
אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. We continue on page 48. ראו בנים ובנות גבורתו, שיבחו והודו לשמו, ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם. משה ומרים ובני ישראל לחנו שירה, בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם. ניי 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 מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש,
נדר בקודש, נורא,
נורא,
תהילו,
תהילו, עושה פלא מלכותך, ראו בניך בוקר היה לפני משה ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. ופרוס עלינו סוכה, עלינו סוכה שלומך. ופרוס עלינו סוכה, עלינו סוכה שלומך. You know it. ופרוס עלינו סוכה, עלינו סוכה שלומך. ופרוס עלינו סוכה, עלינו סוכה שלומך. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכה, עלינו סוכה שלומך. ופרוס עלינו סוכה, עלינו סוכה שלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ועל ירושלים. ופרוס עלינו סוכה, עלינו סוכה שלומך. ופרוס עלינו סוכה, עלינו סוכה שלומך. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכה, עלינו סוכה, שלומך. ופרוס עלינו סוכה, עלינו סוכה, שלומך. Please rise for the shower. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדוד גם ברית עולם. ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. בששת ימים עשה אדוני אליי את הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויתעבד. אוי 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 לי 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 יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יש מרבה מבורך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך יתברך וישתבח, יתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויסדר ויסלל ויסלל שמי דקדושה וריחוף. אוי אוי לילה מנקור ברכתה ושירתה, ושמחתה ונחמתה. אוי דאמירה בעלמא, ואמרו אוי לילה מנקור ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה. אוי דאמירה בעלמא, ואמרו אמן. so on. Oh Lord, prepare me a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and with thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Oh Lord, prepare me be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and with thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary for you. ועשו לי מקדש, ועשו לי מקדש, ושכנתי בתוכם, ועשו לי מקדש, ושכנתי בתוכם. Oh Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and with thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary today's Devar Torah. I'd like to invite Anna Levi Lyons to say some words of wisdom, to be our sanctuary. Thank you. Oh Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. And with thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Thank you, Anna, for saying a Devar today.
Thank you, Shimon, for such a beautiful Kabbalat Shabbat, beautiful davening, beautiful music.
You're welcome. Would you like
welcome to Romemu, if I can still say that a month in.
Thank you very much. Would you like to?
Can I, pull this
Yeah,
up?
let's pull this up. Clear this up also. That's too high. All right. You want to stand?
Can I also take this off?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, this is good. I can just hold this. Yeah, this is fine. Good evening, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. My 12-year-old daughter asked me recently if I would shave my head for $1 million. I said, yeah, I would do it for a lot less than that. I asked her if she would shave her head for $1 million, and she said no. Really? Why not? Because money doesn't buy happiness, she said. Hair buys happiness. I had felt a moment of parental pride welling up in me when she said that money doesn't buy happiness, but I was at a loss as to how to respond to this. She was both tongue-in-cheek and absolutely serious. And I guess for a 12-year-old girl, hair is currency, and the exchange rate for cash is always going to be just a bit too high. So, in truth, she just said out loud what many of us actually believe in private, whether it's $1 million, like me, hair, like her, a new phone, a new app. We tend to believe that things will fulfill us, or perhaps that our achievements will reward us. Maybe if I get that promotion, maybe if I get approval from that person. We believe, and American culture helps us to believe, that we can, in fact, buy happiness. One currency or another. It's all just a transaction. In this week's Parshat Ekev, we get, at least on the surface, a different version of the same message. In this version, the money, the hair, the promotion, those are all types of idolatry. They won't work. But there is a currency that really will buy happiness, that really will guarantee well-being, and that is the keeping of the mitzvot. Here's the scene. The people are encamped at the Jordan, poised to cross over into the land. Moshe is continuing his speech to them, going over the rules one more time, reviewing all the wonders that God performed for them, lecturing them about their past mistakes. I picture the people rolling their eyes like a tween because they've heard this all before. But to Moshe, it's a message that bears repeating. Because once they're in the land, rehearsal is over. This is the real thing. And they're either going to keep the mitzvot and things are going to go really well, or they're not going to keep the mitzvot, and things will not go so well. Moshe boils this principle down in a famous passage which became the second paragraph of the Shema. V'haya im shemoa tishma'u el mitzvotai. If you listen, really listen to my commandments, the nourishing rains will fall, the crops will grow, you'll enjoy a wealth of grain and wine and oil, you and your animals will be well fed. But, hishamru lachem, watch yourselves, guard yourselves, that you don't turn away and serve other gods, because then the skies will close, the rains won't come, the crops won't grow, and you will perish. I think some of us are really bothered by this idea of a divine parent rewarding and punishing. In the mid-19th century, the leaders of the Reform movement were bothered too. They found it so distasteful, so theologically blech, that they removed the second paragraph of the Shema from their Siddur altogether. It seemed superstitious, embarrassing even, to claim that God would give or withhold rain in response to our behavior. I mean, really, it's so silly to think that human actions could have any impact on the weather. I digress. But seriously, does life really work that way? Is it cause and effect? Can you buy happiness with the mitzvot? When you look around at our world, it sure doesn't seem like it. Good deeds often go unrewarded, bad deeds go unpunished. We know that sometimes the most loving, generous, spiritual people die young. And sometimes the biggest scum gets off scot-free. So if we read this passage, the second paragraph of the Shema, as a description of how the world works in terms of actions and consequences, it does seem superstitious and just downright inaccurate. But that's not what bothers me about it. In fact, even if things did work that way, it would still bother me. Even if God did reward the good and punish the bad, even if we did reap exactly what we sowed and the system worked perfectly and predictably every time, it would still be a painful notion. Not because our relationship with God would be superstitious, but because it would be transactional. It would be a business deal. I give you this, you give me that. God would just be a giant mechanism that cranks out the cosmic consequences. To me, a God like that is really not very different from no God at all. But I don't believe that that's the God that we encounter in Parshat Ekev. If anything, we find a God who resists transaction and insists on relationship. This parsha is full of love, repeated declaration of God's love and blessings for the people, for the people's ancestors, for the people's children. Our instruction to love and serve Yud-He Vav-He with all our heart and all our soul. We're taught that a human does not live on bread alone, but on every utterance, everything that comes out of God's mouth. By the way, that quote is usually attributed to Rav Yehoshua ben Yosef, otherwise known as Jesus, but he heard it here first. We read line after line about the goodness and the sweetness of the land that God is giving the people. A land of wadis of water, springs coming out of the valleys and in hills, wheat and barley, vine and fig, pomegranate, olive, oil, and honey. It's a nurturing, nourishing place. And none of this is because the people earned it. Moshe warns the people against thinking that their good fortune is a result of their own actions. This is not a meritocracy, and it's not capitalism. He says, when things go really well in the land, which they will, when you build houses and eat your fill and the flocks multiply, you shouldn't say in your heart, my power and my hand's strength made this wealth for me. I built this. Moshe reminds them that it's Yud-He-Vav-He who gives the power to make wealth, something we would all be wise to remember. All of this abundance is no payment due on a balance sheet. There's no exchange of currency. This is pure love. We find in this parsha a pointed contrast between the transactional world of Mitzrayim and the relational world waiting to be birthed in the land. The contrasts are highlighted over and over. Don't recreate the cold, gold-driven world you left. You shall love the stranger, for you were strangers in Mitzrayim, and you know what it's like. If you find idols, don't take the gold and silver from them. Pen tivakesh bo, lest you be ensnared in it, captivated by the pursuit of money. We're here to create a different world. Resist the transactional, insist on the relational. The land itself is different. And this is historically true. In Egypt, the land was flat floodplains, and they used irrigation to grow miles of monocrops, a lot like industrial agriculture today. They could arrogantly spin the fiction that they were not dependent on God or heaven's rainfall. The land was a machine that would continue to produce forever. Farming was a transaction. They exploited the land as they exploited the people. This is a cautionary tale for us. Ultimately, the civilizations that did this, especially Sumer and Mesopotamia, destroyed their ecosystems and became uninhabitable. By contrast, the land that is now Israel, Palestine, was hilly, and plants of all kinds depended on rainfall. You had to grow a little of this here, a little of that there, adjusting and readjusting, getting to know the soil and the seasons. Moshe tells the people, and I love this part, for the land that you are about to enter and possess is not like the land of Egypt from which you have come, where you plant your seed and water it at your feet, meaning with an irrigation pump, like a vegetable garden. But the land you are about to cross into and possess is a land of hills and valleys. It drinks water from heaven's showers. It is a land which your God, Yud-He-Vav-He, cares for. Yud-He-Vav-He's eyes are always on it, from year's beginning to year's end. We are called to stay in relationship with God, with the land, and with each other. This is a tall order, much harder than transactional living in a lot of ways. But the rehearsal is over, and this is now the real thing. This is our lives. And the payoff, if I can be so crass as to call it that, is promised right in the second paragraph of the Shema. Ve'achalta v'sava'ata. You will eat and you will be satisfied. In our culture, we often eat, but we're not satisfied. We consume, but we crave more. But here in this parsha, here in the Shema, we are taught that through holy relationship, sava, we can experience enoughness. There can be more joy and less striving, more connection and less bottomless hunger, more earth healing, less extraction, more lasting meaning, less quick fix. Nourishment is available. It's all around us. We're swimming in a sea of love, but we can't force it. Resist the transactional, insist on the relational. When we take opportunities to practice this, it's delicious. And we do. Even my daughter, who wouldn't sell her hair for $1 million, once took an opportunity to give it away for free. The last time her hair was long, she had it cut short and donated it to an organization that makes wigs for children who've lost their own hair to chemotherapy. She felt great about it, partly because she liked the short haircut, okay, but also, I think, because she liked the feeling of giving. She plans to do it again in the future, because she has figured out that although hair may indeed buy some happiness, being in relationship with the world buys even more. So there may yet be hope for her and for me and for you and for all of us. Shabbat shalom.
Shalom. Now I feel like singing Hair. Sure. Wait, that's a big question. We'll save it for later. And they can't hear it in the Zoomagog. But it's a good question, though. It's a good question. We turn to page 78. We rise. If you're in a period of mourning or mourning now, we invite you to remain standing as the mourner's Kaddish that can be found on page 116. We're going to lift up and remember the following names. Very sorry to hear. If it's your custom to rise, please do so. On page 116, we can find the mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביום מכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, ושבחתה ונחמתה, לאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיא, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. Let's all rise together for the Kiddush, which we are going to conclude our service with. And thank you. So the Kiddush can be found on page 88. I was told that they can't hear me when I'm speaking in Zoom. Can you hear me now? Hi. Okay, good. I'm assuming they said yes. So we're going to conclude our service with Kiddush, and I'd like to place within this cup, first of all, welcome to all of our new people, again, new people that are here, new members that are this year also, don't forget about September 8th and 9th, and also, I'd like to thank the following people. First, I'd like to thank Judah over here. This is Judah, very much. I'd like to thank Claudia, and I'd like to thank Glenn, who's also here for Shababy, and we had a really good time. We got a good back and forth going in the Shababy. That's good. We're gonna talk about that. What's that? Oh, and Yanni, and of course, Yanni, thank you so much. I'd also like to thank Elliot on AV. Thanks, Elliot, for making us feel warm and great. So thank you very much. Thank you, Mo. Thank you, Mo, our staff person here today. Thank you very much. And I'd also like to thank, wait a minute. Yeah. Wait. Oh, wait, but I have that here. Hold on. No, I know about the Torah, don't worry. But I'd like to thank, first of all, our Zoom mod, Danny, right? Danny's on Zoom. Thanks, Danny. Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank Anna Levy-Lyons. Thank you so much for that great Devar. And I think that love, it's really interesting that it's about love, and right after Tu B'Av, it's like such an interesting time, right? Our on-site staff, I'd like to thank Victor and Freddie and Bianca and Lenore. Thank you guys so much. Gil, our security guy, and Lindsay Cooper also. Is Lindsay here? Thank you so much, being our greeters. Thank you. That's fantastic. Thank you. So we're putting all those names in the glass, and we're going to go to page, what did I say? I can't remember. 88. All right. Thank you. All right. יום השישי ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. סברי חבריי וחברותיי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. Amen. What key is that? Is it a B? Oh, nice. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו, ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה וראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת עם כל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. אמן לחיים. Thank you. And I'd also like to add something that I forgot, if that's okay. This tallis over here belonged to my father, may he rest in peace. And I was just in Israel 3 weeks ago, and this was just, it was after a dry cleaning that we did like 20 years ago, just sitting in the closet, and I said, I'm gonna bring it, and I'm gonna wear it at Romemu. And so this was my father's talit, and I was gonna mention it, and I forgot. So honored also mention him, Lior Smith. Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom b'moroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Tomorrow, open book at 8:45, right? 8:45. Yeah, at 8:45, and then at 10, services right here. See you there. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Hey, right here by